You're still watching TVC Breakfast. Now, all the 13 governorship aspirants under the platform of the All Progressive Congress in Osun State ahead of the 2026 governorship election have pledged to ensure unity among party members before, during and after the party's primary election scheduled for December. Now, this came to the fore at the meeting between the APC Elders Council and the aspirants in Ilubudu. TVC News Rufai Ahmed reports on this.
It's a meeting with all the governorship aspirants of the party ahead of the December 13th primary election. The aspirants were invited by the party's elders as a follow-up to an earlier meeting held a few months ago on how to ensure a peaceful primary and sustain party unity ahead of the governorship poll.
All we are doing today, we are guiding some of them, dialoguing with them, so that we have a free primary at the end of the day. And we must be doing that once in a while. And all the babas that are here, they are there to see to it that it's successful, the primary is successful, the preparation towards the primary is successful, the transparency of the primary is equally successful and guaranteed.
Shola Kiwumi said the rumor about Governor Ademola Adeleke's planned defection to the APC is not new.
It's entirely the party's decision. And I know as a party, the party chairman is here. Ademola Adeleke has not spoken with him. Neither has he given him any, neither the chairman has given him any go-ahead for. It's coming according to what I heard. I heard it like we are hearing it too, that is coming, but we have not seen it. All we know that our gate is open for any member, apart from even Ademola, anybody can come to our party. These are our aspirants. Anybody can come to the party and just work with the party for success.
One of the aspirants, Hareter Oralusi, said all aspirants are on the same page and will not do anything that could jeopardize the interest of the party.
Moral-wise, these are father with good values as far as I'm concerned. They're very disciplined, they're very cultural, so you learn quite a lot from them. And they provide guides, they provide guidelines, they provide advisory. So it's quite important. Then it's also bring you together as a family where you talk with each other, you exchange numbers, because it's not a do or die affair anyway. So this is, for me, important to have elders tailoring, guiding the democratic process.
The Elders Council promised to hold another round of meetings with the aspirants before the primary election. Rafiu Hamid, TVC News, Ilobu, Osun State.
Thank you so much, Rafiu, for that report. Now joining us in our studio for the conversation is APC governorship aspirant Hareter Oralusi. Your Excellency, good morning. Thanks for joining us. It's our honor to have you join us today, right here on set. Now, we just listened to that report, and what we could see is that a lot of peace and unity is being propagated. We also saw you speak, and then we heard them say, these are the aspirants, everybody is allowed to come and join. But oftentimes, when we hear things like this, is it political, or we'll really see this peace? I just want to start with that as well, because oftentimes people will say, oh, are they just coming together to sell lies? Are we really going to see this peace and tranquility among aspirants, even though we know that is a competition?
Oh yes, there's truly peace in the state when it comes to the APC. Obviously, it's not going to be everybody, but like 90% of the people in the contest are really working together, collaborating, and the others are also providing a very good framework to make sure that we sustain the pace as well, and the party as well, the executive of the party in the states. And also, when you look at the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's direction and the new party chairman, there will not be need for anybody to be unnecessarily aggressive. Because it's just going to be, for me, I think if you can read very well, it's just going to be a waste of time. Because now you are now having a structure where almost the entire value chain is very technical. It is also an example where some aspirants who are a bit more aggressive, and they were eventually disqualified. To pave way for peace to reign. So I believe strongly that, yes, there is a peace. Not everyone, 100%, but 90% is going very well.
If it is 90%, as far as I'm concerned, is 100% of peace.
Exactly.
That's what everybody needs. 19 aspirants, jostling for one position, that's going to be a stiff, very stiff contest. Do you think it will get down to actual primaries, or the party in the state will say, look, let us support this person?
Well, I'm not going to preempt the decision of the party as an aspirant. But for me, I think it's not really, the 13 people, they are not really much. 13 is not really much. And also, everybody have different purpose for coming into the race. Personally, I came in because of my own passion for development, both human development and society development. So there are many reasons for different people coming into the race, so which will eventually play out along the line. And definitely, people will emerge naturally. Leaders emerge. It's not about how forceful you can be or how, but it's natural that everybody wants something. And it's natural that you have to give everybody equal right to participate. But at the end of the day, the leaders of the party will make the final decision. Exactly. If it's going to be a consensus, if it's going to be an election model, all will come from the directive, leadership directive.
Consensus is actually, in accordance with the Electoral Act 2022 as amended. I think Section 84, Subsection 11, where the party can decide this is the person we're presenting, for, united front behind one person. But there are many contenders, as you said, and one of them is Iyola Omishore. Yes. Is standing in Osun State, and he has also been canvassing for votes. You're also canvassing for support, in Osun State. How do you think how much chance do you stand when it comes to getting into the minds of the people to say, because it is also what the people want to, that the party want to kill behind. It is one thing for the party to say, yes, we have a consensus with one candidate, as we have seen in Ekiti, with the consensus candidate with Governor Oyebanji. Correct. But there was a kicker, someone who kicked Kayode Ojo, saying he's not, fully kind of in support. They kicked some way. So how do you, what exactly do you think the party can put in place to ensure that there is no rancor at the end of the day when they decide where to go?
You can't guarantee that everybody will agree to. People have their fundamental right to seek. Possibly somebody might even say, I'm going to another political party if you didn't give me what I want. So such thing will happen. But with my political experience, usually things sort itself out, like I said. And it's also based on what the party wants. But what I believe the party is looking for, with the emergence of the national chairman, the INEC chairman, I think the party is being innovative at the moment. It's not conventional. If you see the context of people who wanted to be the national chairman and their names and their history of long history, at the end of the day, you could see the person that actually emerged. And you can see what the person is already doing. So I'm not thinking it's necessary if you're a conventional politician or you have one long history. But I think the party is more interested who can deliver at the moment, who can do the job. That's what I think. And that's where I believe I stand a chance, because I've looked at the whole team, the whole aspirants. I think I'm best fit for the job when it comes for the job. To get the job delivered to the citizens.
And that's where I was coming to, because I wanted to shake you up a little bit, We've seen Osun State, we've had a lot of local government issues there and there. We see Adeleke. We cannot talk about Osun without speaking about Adeleke. He's governor. A lot of people are okay with the things he's doing. A lot of people think that more can be done. But now let's come to you. You want to be governor of Osun State. I wanted to start with what are some of your ideologies, and why do you think you're the best person for the job? Because you just said you're the best person for the job, and those reasons do not convince me enough. So, and I'm sure a lot of people are watching that, probably are supporting you. Why do you think that you are the best man for the job? And do you think that the current party, the current ruling party there, they're not doing enough?
No, it's definitely they are not doing enough.
Okay.
Most of the projects that is in the States are not technically best for what is not what's supposed to be. There's a lot of wastage, you know, where you are constructing a very long bridge where you have less than 20,000 vehicles moving around in a day, you know, where you could do a smaller size of a bridge and you could invest such money in the human development as well, you know. So it's not about constructing bridge also. Human being also needs to develop. You need human capacity development needs to be. You need to invest in the innovation. You need to invest in the young people and in the children and the healthcare. So those things are not in place there, and that is the truth. They are more distracted with the entertainment side of things. So when you talk about that popularity, you are looking at it from the perspective of entertainment. Yeah, it could be a strategy for the person, but the reality is that the rate of poverty is very high. We have one of the highest number of unemployment, where the graduate master's degree holder in Osun are driving Okada, because there is nothing new.
So basically, what you're saying is that the governor focuses more on entertainment than governance?
Well, because everybody say, oh, it's popular. So I have been trying to assess where the popularity comes from that people talk about. And the only thing I can see is from the entertainment, you know, side of things, that dances and people smile and stuff like that. But apart from that, if it comes to about delivering projects, there's nothing there.
Okay. If
But you know, it's not answered our question yet. There was another question we asked, why you think that you are the right person, and that's really a very important question, because you said it, you categorically said it, that you are the right man for the job, but you are not giving us convincing reasons enough why you are that one.
The reasons why I believe so is that currently, as the chairman of Nigerian Capital Development Fund and the founder, I'm building more than 10,000 affordable homes. I'm doing 8 million HMO for vulnerable Nigerians. Is it a coordination or in Osun? No, that's a federal government project. Working with the federal government. We're doing renewable energy for public institutions, and these are the fundamental things for human development. So it's not that when I get to become a governor, I will start doing something. It's what I do already on a daily basis. It's just going to be an extension. So I have most of the things going on right now, which even if we are able to implement them in the state now, the situation will be different, which we're already planning. So I am saying that based on practical things that is currently going on. Then I'm an impact investor who mobilizes investment globally, who has an establishment in the United Kingdom, United States. So what do we need? We need investment. So we need to be able to, every 1 naira in Osun should be matched with additional 4 naira. So I am not going to be resources federal relocation manager. Rather, I'm going to use that to attract much more investment for the state. So when you look at then, when it comes to innovation, currently how do you get young people engaged? Definitely you have to bring in different innovative ideas. So these are the things we do in the venture capital startup, do with the startup companies. So I'm talking practically based on what I do on a daily basis, and no other candidate, aspirant have that at the moment. Yes. So if we want to get into the office today and get the job, start the job the next day, I think it's already been templated. So I think I've prepared for it before now.
Yes, it will be easier for somebody that already has a template, so you don't have to get into office first before you start thinking of what to do. Well, that gives me your track record, because I actually wanted to hammer on that, your track record. Why are you why do you think you are the preferred candidate? But elections in Osun over time are not things that you just walk through that day. You have to fight through that day. What muscles do you have for that?
The good fight, actually.
Well, I think, I don't know how to describe myself. I'm a good fighter or not. I love peace a lot, but don't underrate me as well.
We can tell that you love peace, but the gentle one sometimes.
I love that. I said, don't underrate
me.
Yes. The easiest way to lose a battle is to underrate your opponent. Your opponent. There are things that are very needed in Osun. First thing that comes to mind is employment. There is massive unemployment in Osun. What are your plans to tackle that?
Exactly. So, let me give an example. I saw a lot of promotion of state government employing one young lady found to join the kitchen or something.
Yes, chef.
And I felt so bad that why should that be celebrated as an employment?
Because he saw her on the road and he picked her and he gave her a job.
Employment should, to address the unemployment in Osun is a massive approach. It's going to be a serious approach. And there are certain things which I am not going to open all my templates.
We want to open a bit, so open a bit. Not all, but a bit.
Yeah, but just imagine you have a proper agro-industrial hub in Osun State that are senatorial based, where at least 15 young people will be engaged in each of those agro-industrial parks with different value chain and creating global markets for the products. Just imagine you have an outgrower scheme in Osun State where you can implement from day one. Just imagine you have a tech hub in Osun State where people can work virtually in different type of skills, online marketplaces, train them, attack them to different marketplaces online to deliver jobs and they start earning. Just imagine you have a proper tourist program in Osun State where you interlink with global Cuba, Brazil, and all the stuff in Osun State. Just imagine the number of jobs. That's why I said it has to be innovative. It can't be conventional way of doing things. To get people, you have to get their interest as well. You know, a lot of young people today wants to do media. They want to be on YouTube. So you can't be, if you don't go that line, they might not even be interested.
That's right.
So you have to think outside the box to be able to create such numbers of jobs that will reduce the unemployment rates significantly.
That's right. Now, let us flip our mind back to 2018 when Osun State was a battleground between the PDP and the APC. Oyetola was defeated, I think with 353 votes by the incumbent governor that we have now, Adeleke. And then that led to something happened. They had to do a rerun, which made Adeleke win. There is the Ileriolu, even within the APC, there is the Ileriolu faction, which is the Oyetola group, and there is the Omoluabi caucus, which is the Aregbesola. And Aregbesola now, we know, it stands, who is supposed to be in the APC, but now in the SDP. So it was a battle between APC, and then PDP. But this time round, it's going to be expanded. Rauf Aregbesola is in SDP. APC has not decided. Sorry, it's an APC actually, but then it's parlaying with the what's the ADC. That's what I wanted to intend to say. So now it's an ADC. That, let me just be correct, National Secretary, I believe. So how is it going to be? Because now APC has not decided who the consensus candidates will be. That might lead to chaos. And the Rauf Aregbesola is there, and we still have the Adeleke, the dancing governor, as you would want to say, still holding sway with his brother David Adeleke behind him. That's Davido. So, has APC performed well nationally to sway the votes ahead of 2026 in his favor?
Let me start from here. Osun State people are very educated when it comes to election. And don't forget that even during the Oyo and Osun, when they used to be together, you see most of the politicians then that were actually in the position were from the Osun side of it. So they are very, very educated when it comes to election. I think if the party presents a very credible, young, innovative candidate, I think all this problem will be solved, because Osun has about 70% youth population. And don't also forget that when it comes to general election, 90% of voters are not in any political party. Their decisions are going to be made based on things that they can evaluate. So that's why it is very important. The candidate will determine quite a lot in this election. You have to be able to sell your manifesto to them. There was a time that the the Osun State is the only state that is not, you can't guarantee your automatic return because you are a sitting governor and you want to do, comeback election and you're sure that you're going to win like other states. No, in Osun, most times they throw you out when they want to throw you out.
Yeah. The same with Ekiti.
It is still a bit better than Osun.
Okay.
Osun are extremely, voters are really educated. Very, very educated when it comes to election because they have indigenous politicians and they are still much alive. Look at Baba Konde, Baba Shuaibu Yedokun, Minister Uturi. There are many of them to mention few. Baba Shola Akinwumi, all of them are still much alive, very active. And those people are influencers in their community. And these are not people that are corrupt. They are very, very calm. They are very, very, self-sufficient and
they are progressive.
Progressive, you know. So to Osun State, to address that, I think, because for me, Aregbesola, former Governor Aregbesola, is not a threat.
I think so. He has a court following.
Not in Osun State, sincerely.
But some will also say that you are not a threat as well.
Yes, I am not a threat, but I'm a valuable candidate. There's a difference between threats and a valuable. I'm a valuable candidate in the sense that if you present me, you may get what you want. But I'm not going to be a threat to be because of you didn't present me, I'm going to destroy everything.
Sorry, but because of our time, I just have a couple of questions for you. What is that one thing you will say that you've also done for the people of Osun State? You're not governor yet, but what is that one thing that you say that you put your hand on that you've done for them? I've
been involved in Osun for a long time.
One thing that you've done for the people of Osun State. You are dancing around my question.
No. See, what I've been doing now is for Nigeria, which Osun State people has been participating, or your state people.
So what is that thing?
We've created a lot of jobs. We have, for example, one of our biggest projects now is in Osun State, where we're going to be building 5 megawatts energy, renewable energy system for
because
for
I'm asking you
cities.
this because
yes.
I'm asking you this because you've given a lot of lofty ideas, and most times we hear aspirants say this, and then they get into it, we do not see anything. At the end of the day, when you're always at opposition, you always want to criticize. But talking about Governor Adeleke, these are some of the things that people have stated that he's done and they've seen. We talk about borehole water, in each of Osun's 333 wards. We talk about he started construction for the 20 kilometers of roads across the state as well. Medical outreach, surgeries covering 10,000 of people. These are things that he has also done. Governor Adeleke is also loved in Osun State. We cannot take that from him. For you now that is saying that you want to beat that, you want to be governor, I feel like a lot more has to be said. Someone said a lot more energy has to be seen because of the person that, you are trying to unseat. And that's why I asked you, what are some of the things that you have done that we can see physically that you have done this thing for the people of Osun? Because that's the only way people will trust you. Because we hear people say a lot of things and they get there and it's nothing.
Let me come in from there now. Like I said, in Nigeria, I've created over 1,000 jobs, right, in the last 24 months. In Nigeria, we've empowered more than 500 startup companies in the last 24 months. I can start counting.
But you're saying in Nigeria, not in Osun.
No, hold on. Which Osun states? Osun states are part of it. Osun State citizens are part of it, or your states across the board. Now, when Adeleke was not in the office, he didn't even know what is called development. Okay, he is using.
He was a senator.
He is using before he became a senator. I'm not doing it as a public office holder. I'm doing it as a private person. All these things I'm counting. I'm doing on private capacity.
On your funds.
On my funds. Thank you. He is using government resources. So there's nothing to compare. There's nothing to compare here. I bring in that foreign direct investment of over $500 million to Nigeria. He hasn't brought anything, even as a state governor. Okay, just imagine now that I'm now a state governor in my own state, where I can have more passion, more dedication to the people. So if I'm able to do this now, what will I do if I'm the state governor? I have the understanding of what needs to be done. I have tested, I've failed, I have perfected, I have moved forward.
What are some of the reasons why you thought you failed?
No, I mean, in the course of life, in the course of developmental course, definitely when you believe that, oh, maybe in the early 2010, you feel that Nigeria have such big resources, and we can do a lot of things, and definitely you start them, you realize that that resource is not really there.
It's not there.
So that's where project gets stuck. So you now have to re-strategize, create private sector-driven, investment-driven plan, and so many other things. These are things I've learned in life. So if I should take all this capacity to the state where I belong, so you can imagine I can multiply them. Do you understand what I'm saying?
All right.
I attract all investment with nothing, but if I have the resources to attract more investment from my state, I would definitely do better. But like I said, let anybody come out that has done as much that I've done in the last 24 months.
Yeah, that's a bold
From a private,
very bold, actually.
That's a bold statement, and I'm happy you could make that bold statement on national television.
Because we'll fact check, actually.
Yes, it means you know what you're talking about. Just as we have less than 3 minutes to do this, what are the challenges you see ahead?
Sincerely, I'm not seeing any challenges because God gives power. That's how I ran it up. People ask me, "Do you sleep very well?" I sleep very, very well.
With one eye open, one eye
I don't bother myself about. It's not. If it's the will of God, so shall it be.
Let me quickly chip in this question. Osun State has traditionally danced between, merit and rotation. So we have the Iyola Missionary from the central, to Aregbesola from the east, the Itala, the central, Adeleke, the west. How is the zoning, conversation, going to be ahead of the 2026 election? Where is APC tapping from? Because we already have an Adeleke.
Yes, I think that's a lot of crises around the zoning, but I'm not going to be too. I don't really want to join that zoning argument. But what I believe is that where I come from, Ile-Ife, we have not been able to rule the state as a governor.
So you see,
and we are the promoter of the state coalition. We did a lot of work to make Osun State, to get the state of Osun, and other parts as well. So I think that if the party can be kind enough to give us the opportunity to present a credible candidate for Ile-Ife to become the governor of Osun, will be highly appreciated.
So is it based on that, or based on things you want to do, or based on that?
Well, you are talking about...
we just want to know, because...
No, that is the
Is it based on that, or based on your manifesto and the things you want to do?
Good.
Yeah, we need to put it out.
That's very good. Based on all. Justice and equity.
Yes, that's what you want to promote.
Yeah, but let me say quickly, from 1 to 10, what do you think your chances are? Quickly, before I let you go. From 9.
Yeah, so pick up the primary. Pick up the ticket for the parties.
Okay, the ticket. No, I'm talking about governorship. What are your chances from to
If it's me and Adeleke, 100% I will win.
You will win him 100% down.
Let me and him go outside there and talk. And talk about what we're going to do.
We'll continue this conversation on social media. Your Excellency, I hope we see you again.
Thank you.
To have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining us. This was very beautiful. Thank you. Well, coming up on TVC Breakfast, Turaki submits his nomination while Lamido threatens legal action regarding the farm submission. More details just after.